Republicans spent the first half of this year swearing up and down, and sometimes literally swearing, about the fact that, by God, we are not going to cut Social Security and Medicare. This is ridiculous. It was a stupid plan that Rick Scott talked about last year. We're not on board. We're going to take all Rick Scott's leadership positions away, and we're not cutting Social Security and Medicare. Marjorie Taylor Greene stood up during the State of the Union address back in January. When Biden said they were going to cut Social Security and Medicare, she stood up and started ranting and raving like a lunatic, screaming at him that he's lying. Well, Republicans released a budget blueprint this past week that calls for, you guessed it, cuts to Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the federal SNAP program, formerly known as food stamps. So, half a year saying that Democrats are lying their asses off, only for them to come out and be like, yeah, by the way, we're going to do all those things that we yelled at you when we said we weren't going to do, but we're totally going to do it. They want to cut the budget, including mandatory spending programs like, Social Security, Medicare, and SNAP, so that they can balance the budget. We got to reduce the deficit, they say, even though Social Security and Medicare are not deficit programs. They're separately funded. It has nothing to do with the deficit. So they're already lying about what they're trying to do with the legislation. And it's just a blueprint. It's not, legislation was the wrong word. It's not a full piece of legislation yet. But let me read this. The Republican proposal would cut federal discretionary spending by nearly $5 trillion over the next decade. The plan would cut mandatory spending, a category that includes Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, by nearly $9 trillion over a 10-year period. The proposal would gash federal Medicaid spending by close to $2 trillion and SNAP by $800 billion. So they're going to cut Medicaid, which provides health services for low-income Americans, by $200 billion a year. Food stamps are going to be cut by $80 billion a year. The average food stamp benefit for families, not individuals, families in the United States is less than $6 a day. $6. You can't even get a value meal at McDonald's for $6 anymore. But that's too much. It's too much to provide health care for poor people. It's too much to let poor people eat. It's too much to let people who've worked 40 years retire at age 65 and have $1,100 a month in benefits. That's too much, they say. But don't you dare talk about repealing those tax cuts for the wealthy people. They've earned it, by God, they've earned it. This is your Republican Party in 2023. They hate low-income Americans. They love millionaires and billionaires. Most of them themselves, by the way, are millionaires. The people writing the legislation to take benefits away from poor people are the same people who benefit from their own tax cuts. This is why we need better representation in Washington, D.C. I don't want a millionaire making decisions for me. I want somebody that's known what it's like to struggle. I want somebody whose story is similar to mine. I want somebody who knows what it's like to walk into a grocery store trying to spend $12 or $13 and have their debit card be declined because they don't even have that much. I want somebody representing me that knows how painful it is to tell the pharmacist, I'm sorry, you're going to have to put the medication back because I can't afford it. Those are the people that are going to make decisions to help people. But these millionaires, these millionaire Republicans we've got in D.C., they hate the poor people. And they continuously want to make them suffer. And that is exactly what this idiotic budget blueprint will do. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week. So if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.